Studio, Madison.
Good evening. There are two contracts being negotiated with the city right now. The battalion chief's contract and the rank and file contract, which represents most firefighters. Both of these expired in July. I spoke with the union president today, who says they're working with the mayor's office now on coming to a fair resolution, but that's not their only ask.
It's a rescue that made national headlines.
There's an 18-wheeler hanging off the bridge.
Louisville firefighters saved a truck driver dangling over the Ohio River.
It's like it's hanging off the bridge?
Yes, it's literally hanging off the bridge.
On Wednesday, Louisville firefighters joined Union President Jeff Taylor in a show of support, as he says those same firefighters and the 500 members he represents are 9 months into an expired contract.
The reason why they're so charged up, frankly, is when you go through an event that they just went through on Friday, you know, any of us that do this job recognizes the dangers that were involved with that.
They're asking for an increase in pay in line with the rising cost of living. According to the city, firefighters' salaries start around $55,000.
Nobody got on this job to get rich, and are certainly not going to do that, but they still have a need to provide for their families.
Taylor says he and Mayor Craig Greenberg have had a lot of conversations.
So he's become more intimately involved with them. I had a conversation with him 2 weeks ago, and he promised me that he would be more involved, and I think he's done that.
Taylor says they're also calling on Metro government for more funding. The apparatus used in Friday's rescue is nearly 25 years old.
We don't have a schedule in place to stay ahead of it, and before we know it, frontline equipment is going to be 25+ years old, and that's just too old.
Michael Wren, a captain with the Louisville Fire Department, was a part of the technical rescue team who responded to the Clark Memorial Bridge.
So not only is our equipment aging, but our staffing is kind of falling short. We will do more with less, but that can bite us a little bit.
Firefighters also want more funding for training. Just last month, a massive fire at an apartment building in Nulu caused it to collapse. Taylor says they haven't had structural collapse training in years, but acknowledges the mayor's office allocated an additional $100,000 in the most recent budget, which is being used now for a structural collapse class in May.
That's a step in the right direction. We very much appreciate it, but the need is much greater than that.
As conversations continue, Taylor says he'll continue to fight for his members.
A statement from the mayor's press office reads in part that the mayor values Louisville's heroic firefighters, and they've met nearly all requests made, and they will resolve this through conversations with union leadership. And as for when negotiations will finish, Taylor says the battalion chief's contract is close to being done, but the rank and file may take a little more time. Reporting in studio, Madison Elliott, WLKY News.
Thank you, Madison.